Live from Studio 5 in New York City, this is the News at 6.
Talking about fake news, it has helped develop a very popular distrust for the media. So we wanted to know what kind of impact this may have on teaching journalism to the next generation. Matt King takes a closer look tonight.
Or fake news.
President-elect Trump injected that term into the mainstream not even 2 years ago.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news stories.
And while those accurately reporting legitimate news stories now struggle more than during perhaps any other time in history to ensure readers, viewers, and listeners recognize the truth as the truth and everything else as not worth sharing, liking, or believing, those training the next generation of journalists grapple with how best to prepare them for telling true stories in the era of fake news.
How do you differentiate between what's real and what's not?
Pace University Clinical Associate Professor Jennifer Magus teaches public relations, writing for advertising, and business writing, and lately finds herself opening the first class of all those courses with the same question.
What do you think fake news is?
A Stanford University study from 2016 found the majority of nearly 8,000 middle school to college-age students struggled to either define or recognize fake news.
Intentional spreading of false information for a reason.
That definition applies to manufactured agenda items like the stories disseminated by the Russians to influence the 2016 presidential election.
Some people will say it's fake just because they don't like it.
Lehman College Chair of Journalism and Media Studies, Tom O'Hanlon's definition perhaps poses a greater threat to the present and future of journalism.
You just have to know how to respond with more work that is legitimate.
A graduate student at CUNY's Newmark School of Journalism, LaCandace Brown, advocates for continuing to do what the best journalists have always done.
It's definitely making fact-checking more important.
If you are practicing journalism, you must check your facts, and you have to have reliable sources.
Those remain perhaps the most basic tenets of the field since its beginnings. O'Hanlon stresses an even stronger commitment to those basics to ensure journalists avoid reporting illegitimate information.
Search for the truth. No matter how charismatic and compelling the message is, from a person, an organization, or any other place, check it out.
But that fails to solve the problem of a fragmented audience, much of which now finds its attention captivated by fake news, varying in its degree of fakeness, and so easily and quickly shareable with more people than ever before.
It's interesting to them, it's entertainment, it's exciting, so they'll share it, even if they're not quite sure if it's true or not.
Consumers, too, must both learn and want to learn to differentiate between the fake and the legitimate, even when the legitimate perhaps disagrees with them. And that, no one's yet found a way to teach.
It's a difficult landscape out there now to sort through the background noise and to know you're dealing with something credible.
I'm Matt King, Fox 5 News.